Hey there, guys. We've got news on Global for May 18th, and this week I'm going to be doing the news video solo. I did have a friend of mine lined up to join this video after I saw the live stream. We saw information for Nora. She looked pretty good. I was pretty hyped about it, and I invited, a friend of mine to help me hype up this unit in the video because I was very excited. But after seeing the rest of the information, there's some problems. So I spoke to my friend, and because, he's overall a very positive person, he's going to join me in a different video down the road. Not this video. This one I'm just gonna handle this one solo. So we've got Ruin Explorer Nora, and for whatever reason, the global team loves to take one step forward and two steps backwards. So let's talk about what's going on with Ruin Explorer Nora. Let's jump to her banner. So her banner is a vision card step up. We'll talk about the vision card in a minute. But you'll see the unit has no fragments on the banner. You can see from the vision card information, that she gets a vision card at EX1, so she's not a premium unit. You do get the step up coins on the banner with no shards. And in the exchange shop, no shards as well. So we have been through this fiasco in the past, where the global team just removes all of a non-premium unit shards from acquisition. If you remember, this happened back with the Xenogears thing, the Xenogears and the Final Fantasy IV banners in the past with Graf and Dragoon Kane, etc. The global team started taking away shards from non-premium units. And there was a big to-do. People were upset about it, and we even had a message from the operations team. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. This is old news. This is from back during the Xenogears event. Dear FFBE players, we understand. They're aware of the concerns by the community, lack of fragments, etc. And here we go. Here's the important part right here. Our intention is to be mindful of the strength of the collaborations. They weren't strong at all. They were basically never used. But anyway, so taking into considerations of the feedback we have received from you, moving forward, we'll do our best to ensure the content satisfies the needs of the community. You can read that as you will. I read it as, we're not going to do this again. Here we are again. They're doing the same thing. So people got pretty irritated when this happened for Xenogears. It was about a year and a half ago, maybe a year and a quarter ago. I don't know. It was about a year ago. And if you were around for that, you remember people were very upset that the global team was just taking away shards from non-premium units. Like, we kind of accepted that premium units, don't have as many shards. We're used to that. That's fine. But when they start doing the same thing to non-premium units, like, what is going on here? And people were upset about it. They talked about it, and the operations team addressed it. And I personally read this as, we're not going to do this again. Moving forward, we'll do our best to ensure that the content's that. I guess this is open to interpretation because obviously, as we can see, they're doing it again. They're taking away all the shards from a non-premium unit. So no shards, no shards. So yeah, I'm pretty annoyed about that. And the reason it's so frustrating is because I love to pull the Clash of Wills unit, the new Clash of Wills unit, and use them in Clash of Wills on day one, make videos, use them on stream, etc. But with them taking away the shards, I can't do that. Depending on luck. Obviously, if you do a pull, you might get 6 copies of the unit right away. But if I pull for her and I go all the way to pity, which has happened many times in the past, many times in the past, I'll go all the way to pity, I get 0 copies of the unit. I think it happened on, I don't know, it's happened in the past, I don't want to call it, I might be misremembering, but it's definitely happened on multiple units in the past for me. So when that happens, in the past, I would go all the way to pity for the unit, about 45,000 lapis, all the way to pity, you get 1 copy. Then you spend 5k more for the bundle in the shop, that's your EX1. Then you get 50 shards from you usually would get 50 shards from either the step up itself or the exchange shop. That would get you EX1 plus 50 and 50 away. And at that point, and I have done this in the past, when you really want to get EX2 for a video or for a team or for a stream right away, you could then go and spend cash and get the other 50 shards. Well, if they're taking away the 50 shards from Banner and Exchange Shop, like, you can't even do that anymore. So I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that they still are going to offer the 50 shards for 5K and the 50 shards for cash in the bundle shop. But that's still not enough. Like, if you go to Pity and only get the Pity copy, you can't EX1 without on day one without, the banner tokens, or the banner shards, or the exchange shop shards, which are being taken away from a regular unit. And it frustrates me. Maybe I'm standing alone here and, other people just don't care. But for me, that's pretty annoying. Like, I was willing, when bad luck happens and I don't get a copy of the unit all the way to Pity, it does happen. I enjoy the game. That's okay. I realize it's gacha. Bad luck does happen. You have to accept that with a gacha game. And I would spend, and I would go ahead and get those bundled to get the EX2 right away, and then I could go ahead and stream Clash of Wills, etc. I'd have fun with it. You can't do that. You can't do that if the unit doesn't have their shards, because, like I said, you go all the way to Pity. That's your first copy. You buy the 5K. That's your EX1. You can spend money and you can get your 50 more shards. But without that other 50, without that last 50 from the summon shop or the banner, you're still at EX1, and that's not good enough for Clash of Wills. Unless your entire party is EX3, but it's not going to be, because I don't have enough Ibaras, etc., etc. EX1 is just really not good enough. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of like a long tangent, and that's the reason I wanted to get my friend on a more positive video, because that kind of like really kills a lot of the hype for me about Nora. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go into the actual news. I just did it's only 6 minutes. Okay, so it wasn't that long of a tangent, but you get the idea. Anyway, as we said, here's the step up. It's for a vision card. No fragments at all. No fragments on the follow-up banner. It cost 48K or 46K, either 46 or 48,000 lapis to get the Pity. No fragments at all along the whole way. So that'll be fun. And yes, so we don't know the whole unit's kit, but I was pretty excited. Like, I was gonna go for her like pretty much almost guaranteed based on the live stream. But now that I can't even use her on day one, I don't know. Maybe it's just not worth pulling for her at all. I don't know. We don't have the kit. I have to see the entire kit and make a final decision. But I can tell you right now, we are starting from a very bad place. Like a very bad place. Like, this is really in the negatives right now. So she's going to have to be God tier to be worth going for her anyway, in spite of the fact that her fragments don't exist. Yeah, that'll be fun. So the unit is a physical typed mage. Her LB buffs modifiers for morale scaling units in the party, so it won't buff things like Flaring Rains, Limit Burst, stuff like that, but it will buff things like Chizuru, etc. Let's go to the vision card real quick. So her own vision card is a true dual wield mage card. It's a pretty good card. And here is the special card on the banner. It's a very good card as far as I can tell. 135 magic, 750 base HP, which is great. 100% and 500 flat for everyone. Some killers and resist for everyone. And then for Brave Exvius only, it gives you a water imbue with, I assume, 100 amplify. Also, notice this is a targetable water imbue. So this is not adds to caster, this is just adds water element. So it can be cast to one ally. You see right here, one ally. So it's not self only. So this can actually go on like a support unit, and anyone can give 100 water. So it's a good card. It's a good card, and even if I don't go for Nora specifically, it might be worth going just 28K for the card, and then roll the dice. Maybe I get her, maybe I don't, and then possibly walk away from that point. I don't know. I'll decide later, because right now I'm pretty annoyed about the whole thing. But anyway, so her STMR, a weapon as usual. Who cares? The TMR is straight up worse than Konshira's STMR, so who cares? Leader skill, same as Dwayne's. Who cares? Some stuff, we don't really have any information from this, so whatever. She's got an amplify, whatever. We'll just see more information about her on Wednesday evening. And there's the card. There's the news stuff. We know from the live stream that Konshira's STMR is getting upgraded. Here's the upgrade if you're not familiar with that. Carlet's STMR is getting upgraded, but, once again, Global is going to do global things, and they're not giving you the actual Carlet Awakening because she's too strong, I guess, for a free unit. Who knows? Whatever. We're not getting it, but we are getting the gear, so yay. Season 4 is being upgraded, or being added to again, so, more Season 4 if you're having fun with it. Honestly speaking, I'll just be honest here. I usually have kind of avoided this topic because I'm usually in a good mood. Today I'm not. I have stopped reading the story back 3 chapters ago. I've been kind of just faking it because I want to be positive, but I lost interest in the Season 4 story. It was good. It was really good in the beginning. I really enjoyed it up to the point where Tato and all was doing his rampage, Prince Tato or whatever, and he went super evil. I thought that was kind of cool, but then that whole stupidity with Roos and why would you even? This is what killed the story for me. This right here, this idiocy with Roos and Rain wanting to do. I was about to make a lewd joke. Let's go ahead and keep it family friendly. I'm sorry. I'm getting out of hand. Okay, so Roos and Rain. Okay, so Roos and Rain keep wanting to duel or whatever. Oh, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. It is so drawn out. It is so over the top. It is so cringe, and it completely killed the story. I just stopped reading the story. Now the skip button is my favorite friend. So, and this right here, by the way, this is not on the global team. This is all from the JP side. So whoever is making the JP story, if you maybe listen to my videos, please do something about this idiocy between Rain and Roos, because it killed the story for me. I lost interest. Anyway, let's continue. Clash of Wills. Clash of Wills, we know about it from the news and the other day. Beowulf is the boss. It's a machine, beast demon, non-elemental, just stuff, I don't know. So Thursday, we'll go in here and we'll fight the boss. There's a decent chance I won't have Nora for this, so I have to look into alternatives because unless she's just straight up god tier, I don't want to risk going for her with no fragments, because no fragments I can't. Even if I pull for her, I couldn't use her if the pulls went poorly, because no fragments means I have no fallback plan. Anyway, so I may have her, I may not, depending on what happens. But we'll look for alternatives. Reduces party's accuracy. I looked it up. Sylvie buffs accuracy. Chizuru buffs accuracy. Those are two of the big ones that are probably going to be the most common if you don't have Nora. Other units buff their own accuracy. Roberta buffs accuracy. 2B buffs her own accuracy. Stuff like that. So this is probably not going to be the biggest deal, but I don't know. We'll see. Also, a quick correction. As far as multi-races, in a different video, I said that someone said in Discord that racial mitigation is not averaged for multi-races. I went and did some testing, and I confirmed that is incorrect. So racial mitigation is added together and averaged out. So that was bad information someone gave me. I went and confirmed it for myself. Yes. So, for example, if you have, just as an example, a 100% demon mitigation buff, it would only actually reduce damage by 33%. So there you go. The other thing is the boss does area effects, so we've got tons of units that can do that. Sage of Thunder Sakura is the one that comes to mind that I'll probably be using, or maybe Lena if I go with the fire party. Nora has fields too, so if you do go for Nora, there's an option, but just realize you're probably not going to get her because I took her fragments away. Other than that, the Clash of Wills thing, boost accuracy, so yay. And then boosting accuracy gives you morale per turn. Anyway, there's the news video. Like I said, I'm just pretty irritated about this news because I was so looking forward to getting Nora on Thursday. Even if the polls went poorly, I could have used fragments and I could have used a cash bundle to get her EX2 and still done my stream with an EX2 Nora. But the global team decided that they have other plans. So anyway, there's the news video. Sorry it was just me, and I will have my friend back on future videos because I just wanted to get them on a less irritated video. Okay, see you then.